Hello everyone, and you're welcome to today's tutorial. You're welcome. It's another live session, and I came in to quickly show us something. My name is Ojurole Mojibola. It's going to be a quick one. Yes, quick one. Okay, not cook, quick one. So please invite somebody, let the person join us. And I'm also going to be doing the same thing. All right, I actually received a particular revamp. I believe I've shown us some of them, and I've been working on it. I just thought to share something with us from it. And I believe that this will help us to be able to, work on our back, counterpoints. Back counter, yeah, the stiffener you use. Now this particular one, I discovered that I've already placed it before I thought of actually going for a live session to show us what this is actually all about. But anyway, I'll still do this. So I discovered that the what was inside the back part of the design was actually made of EVA foam, and it stopped around here. All these ones are more like a reinforcement tape. That's what they are, just to reinforce it and make it stay, you understand. And also this midpoint, I actually wanted to show us also what's happened there. Now the back pattern, I don't know, can you give me that one, the back pattern? Yes. Now this is what the back pattern of the design looks like. This is what it looks like. So all I did when I received it was just to divide this into two, because it was stitched in between, and I decided to actually cut out this from it. So it was this part I cut the two for each leg, and that's what I'm joining. That's what I joined together to give me this. And what I discovered is that you have to do that for both the main leather, which is the one outside, and also the one inside. You definitely have to do the same thing. So I am going to be showing us how I joined the two of them together. I'm going to be showing us how I joined the two of them together, and how I was able to actually place the strap, because it came with a unique strap. So now one of the things that you learn when you revamp for people is how some of these back designs sometimes, or whatever design the shoe is, how it's been made, how it's been positioned, and a lot of that. So one of the things I discovered here was that, oh yes, I've seen people use EVA foam, which is popularly called Mako, for the reinforcement. I've seen people use it very well, you understand. But as far as this is concerned, they also use it here, and I love the way they use it. Now this is what I saw. The same way they stitch this, I was telling us that, did I drop it again? I was holding the back pattern. The same way, no, this is not it. Here. Where did I drop it just now? So the same way they join, the one I showed us just now, the same way they join it at the center like this, the EVA foam, yes. You see the way they joined this at the center? When they were placing the EVA foam, they did not actually place it as a whole. They also divided it this way. Like they divided it this way, and also divided it this way to place it on top of it. So they now use a reinforcement tape in between. Now this is the tape here. If you look at this, can you see that it's open? And it opened all through. Is this tape, the reinforcement tape, that connected them together. Now I will suggest that if you can't access the reinforcement tape, get a very light leather. Yes, it will still do the work effectively well. A very light one, and you can use it to connect the two EVA foam. And please, the EVA foam does not have to reach up. You have to first of all make sure that you know where your stiffener is supposed to end. Whatever the length of your shoe last is, I don't know if you have been in my class before, there's a way we take measurements of our shoe last. So when you take the measurements, when you divide it by 5, it shows you the counter point here. So that one can be a guide to know where you are supposed to stop, you know, the EVA foam at this point. We understand. So let me quickly stitch together to show us what I'm trying to, you know, reference to. So I'm going to be using these ones as the lining. So the person categorically picked what she wants as far as leather. So I decide to stick to it. When your customer says this leather I want, we could follow them. As long as you have tried to convince and they do not understand. Although you still need a very light leather for the back side so that it will not be difficult to last. So let me trim. So can you see what it looks like? Let's see what it looks like. So from there, I'll just go ahead. For this one, for example, that's what I'm going to be placing in here. You understand? That's what I'm going to be placing. I made it wider because I don't want a situation where I will be struggling with, you know, trimming it out, and that's why it's wider. So let me apply the adhesive on this one before I stitch the second one so that I will be able to see it. So if you are interested in, because I will always say this, I will try and scan the back pattern and then see how we can go about it, so that you can also access it and use it to create that kind of a back pattern in case you love what it looks like when we are through. And you can also create yours. You can also create yours if you have been part of my classes, especially the children footwear class. I've taught us how to create back, you know, like the school shoe, for example. The same process of getting this back is the same process when it comes to the school shoe. How I taught us to actually go about this one is the same process. I hope we did not forget what the process is. Yay. So we just allow those ones to dry while we stitch the second one, so we can look at what the final result is. So let's allow that to dry. This one is not dry. Okay. Black soup. The Forte shoulders. So let's while we wait for that, let's just see how we can actually last this. Somebody talking to me. Oh, Madam John, good afternoon. How are you doing today? It's been a long time. How are you doing, ma? So, you can see, so the design has, the two of them are actually the same, but let's see how we can do this. This is actually a revamp. So, oh, it's good to know that you are great. Now let's look at the back design, okay? So I have to get a smaller size to last this back pattern. So I discovered that this person, her leg is quite wide, but she wears size 38. So I had to use the size 40 shoulders to last for her. So let me get the size 38. Sure, this one is a bit So with this one now, we'll be able to use this to last the back part. So I'm going to try to so we might have to attach a nail here to be able to do that. This is fast hammer. Help me to pick up the stapler. It's in the bag. Let me try this. If you work, I think. There's an iron in between it also. Something is there. What is happening here? Okay, just to hold it properly at the back. So we can go ahead and do this. Don't worry, I've already stayed. I don't know. So we just want to arrange this. Wow, but this is looking very fine. I don't know, I need to pick one of the straps. That previous strap, yes. I just want it to punch. The punch plier, please. So I'm using their old strap to actually punch. I need a lighter. Now, one important part of this that you need to know is the same Stiffener that was in it that I still use. So my shoe last may not be a perfect fit for it because they use a particular shoe last to mold it initially. So I have to be very careful so that I will not end up. And that's one of the disadvantages of all those molded back stiffener. Yes, now. Yeah, let me get the plier. Oh, that's small thing. Let me remove this one. I'm going to end up flogging you. Can you see that? So, because the other one, I'm sure you can see the way these shoelaces look like. It's not the same shape. Can you see that it's not the same shape? So that's the reason why I can't actually outrightly say I want to use it for the back. But because the back already has a shape that it comes with, that's why I'm able to actually go this route. Don't forget, it's actually a revamp. So I'm still using what was inside it before. I told us before, can you see? It's the same thing that was inside that I still use. So let's place this. Sorry, give me some time, coming. So I'm just going to go ahead and stitch these ones like this. So since I fixed this is ready. Please, I don't know, I need to pass it back. Sorry. The right leg. Okay. So this is what it comes with. So this is what it comes with. Can you see it? So that's how it comes. So let me quickly show us. I've already last this one. Let me show us how I'm going to stitch it together. And I think that's basically what I just wanted to show us in the live session. So this is this one. So I don't want to put, if I decide that I want to stitch it all together with this lining, it will end up using up a lot, and it's not even possible since they are separate entity. So what I want to do is just stitch it together that way. So let me just draw what I. so you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to do the same thing on the second leg too. It's still the same process. I don't know, understand why this particular thread is just. So this is what we have at the end of the day for this. So let me fix the second one. I'm still using a Forte. Oh, Jesus. Here's the second leg again. This one's just too big. So we'll still use this one too as a guide for the back again, the 38. Bring the stapler. Let me see that one. Hold it. Stapler. Where is it? I think there's an iron in between. The arm. So you can just go ahead and still do the same thing. Oh, Abayad leather was? Yeah, thank you for joining us. How are you doing, sir? How is business? So the two of them are already, they are ready to be worn. And they are all, the two of them are wedges. So it's just to, so this is majorly what I just wanted us to see, how you can actually go about the back. So you can actually also work with the kind of shoe last that is available for you. So you can take the measurements, of the length from this side, go through this way, and then to this particular, central at the back. That length, divide it by 5. It will, whatever your answer is, take the measurement from this side to know where the counter should stop. That is your stiffener, where it should stop. So that's will guide you on where exactly to place it when you are actually placing, or probably when you are creating for a particular back, a particular shoe last. Because you can see this one is not having the same shape. Like I said, it's a revamp work. So because I'm able to make use of their stiffener, it makes, lasting it a bit also easy. So if you are creating yourself too, I think I would suggest that you make do it the shoe last. Let it serve as your mold, you understand, for your stiffener. At this point, let it serve as your mold for stiffener. I don't know if anyone has a question before we call it a day. I think I've been able to show us what I want to show us. So please, if you have a question, let me hear. Type and let me hear, or let me read. I'm waiting. If there's no question, I believe we have learned something. So I'll still use the grinding machine to do, grind all of this and all of this, so that it will be flat enough. You have to be very careful when you are lasting this back part, so that it's not showing at the edge. That's very important. That's very important. So thank you for joining me today. We are going to see some other time. For those of us who have been following our Revamp series, these are part of the ones we have done already. Let's see. Can you see? Those are the dangerous parts of this. Can you see what is happening here? Can you see what is happening? I have discovered that when you are revamping, and see this part, when you are revamping, you want to make sure that you clean very well. That's number one. Then number two, make sure you actually make sure the surface is very rough. Very rough. Some of these kind of sole that are really, really, really very flexible, they tend not to want to bond. Can you see? So sometimes you might have to, because the middle is staying, you are just seeing all of these ones at the edge. And I seem to have added too much. It's just to hold down, and this side, see, these ones are staying. So I think there's this one too is Revamp. You can see them. So you get to learn a lot of things while you actually do that. So don't run away from revamping for people. Well, please charge them. Don't look at their face. Don't say because, oh, it's not a new one, so it means no. Because it's not a new one doesn't mean anything. You can see what it looks like. So all right. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye.